What's up, guys? Now it's time to talk about the big boy. The big spring in the room. It's just only Autobot Springer. In a finally G1 accurate, I guess, toy form. So there's... How have we not gotten a Sandstorm yet? How did a Sandstorm repaint of this not get announced for Earthrise? At least Wave 1. Because I still have the Sandstorm over there, and him. But yeah, we've got your classic deluxe but slightly bigger box. It just, everything just, somebody want a block like that? That's definitely Wheeljack right there. So they were hinting at Wheeljack the whole time. Just ends up not being in the line of Siege, end up being in the Earthrise. And somebody in the background, I can't tell. Let's get him open! Now this guy, where's the... Yep, the instructions are here. Now this guy, in my next review, who's sitting down there, are part of a subgroup of Autobots called the Wreckers. You don't really need to know much, it's just a group that almost all the Autobots have joined at some point. And like, I don't know why I mentioned it, just because it's in my head. But here's classic, I guess finally classic G1 style Springer. He does look good. I haven't played with him much, but let's get his accessories out. Ooh. There we go. Accessories! Yay! How do I do this? Yes. His, I guess, iconic... Alright. Let's actually... Ooh. It's interesting. Do they not have... They don't have... Oh, there's the... I'm like, where is... They have to have storage. Here. They have... I'm just, like... I messed around with this guy a little bit. Oh, his gun is... Yeah, okay. His gun is two different guns. And his sword... Well... Let's say he doesn't need any Battle Masters, because he brought the full arsenal with him. So, first off, here's the comparison, and wow. Like, look at the height difference. Like, they're basically on the same plane, and look how much smaller the Voyager is now versus back in whenever this classic Springer came out. Generations Thrilling 30 Springer. And also to mention the fact that they're going for wildly different aesthetics. This one is going for the more comic book style Last Stand of the Wreckers comic, while this one is going like wholehearted G1 fan service, either toy or cartoon model. Let me look it up. I do like his colors. The sort of bright neon green blended with the, not exactly beige, but I'm not sure what color that is. And like teal. Also, he has way less yellow, but he has all of the tons of battle damage. What am I even saying at this point? He's got battle damage on his shoulders, on his shins, on his chest. He is fought a lot. Generation 1 Springer. Tweez. No. No, 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 no. All I care about the Springer G1 toys. Thrilling 30. 2013 is when and then the Thrilling 31 came out. So this is 2019. That guy is 6 years ago. Talk about cartoon accurate mold. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. I'm just reading this. He also has hard points right here, right here, right here, right here, here, and here. So basically, one on every single limb. One on each shoulder piece, and I bumped a sword off. An issue I have with Springer right off the bat, this piece does not tab in or lock in anywhere. This just does that. Yeah. Also, yeah, okay. Articulation wise, oh, I wanted to show, unfortunately, his head does not have light piping like his that guy. But they do have very similar styled heads with these things on the sides and the head crest. Oh, and the same color face, basically. So the head sculpts are pretty much the closest thing these two have in common. At least, yeah. At least the thing that makes them both Springer. Articulation, head, ball joint. Don't get much up and down. Really just get side to side. Well, actually you do. Oh, never mind. It was just a little stuck, but you do have quite a good range of wiggle. Very nice. Hey. Oh, because his car roof, or like one of his back parts was actually. Oh, come on. Okay, I'm gonna stick the swords in his hands because I'm sick of them falling off the backpack. Or I can actually do the dual sword thing. I think I can. Not exactly. It just ends up looking like a helicopter blade. I guess you can. Oh, well, no, I didn't mean to unplug it. I meant to remove it. Springer, let go. Thank you. You can have a side-mounted, like a kind of. Oh, it doesn't spin as well, but. And then I'll give him his double gun, because why not? I really like this style of sword becoming propeller blade as opposed to just the splitting sword. Although his rifle, I wish didn't separate and just look like that without that secondary peg, but oh well. I mean, you can also since he has compatibility with the combat system, I love the fact that they gave it the acronym of combat. Like, I forget what the acronym stands for, but you can do this kind of bullshit, and then I'll give him his swords in his hands. Since if you're gonna come with 2 swords, you might as well use both swords. And he has a wrist swivel to. I wish he had a hinge to hinge down, but he still kind of looks dynamic. But mostly just this way dynamic. He can go dual horizontal where hey. You can, I guess X gonna give it to you. Gonna give it to you. X gonna give it to you. I would avoiding talking about posability. Shoulder has a series of joints. You have a hinge to go out. You have a mushroom peg for your 360-degree motion. No, it only goes that far, which is really unfortunate that it's hindered like that. Because it can go it can go only this far as well, backwards. But you've got a free full range, that much range out. Got another mushroom peg for the biceps hole. Beyond 90 degrees at the elbow, and also the shoulder pad itself is on a joint, which I believe is just for transformation. And as aforementioned, he has the wrist swivel. Well, it's not as good as a bend as I mentioned. It's still helpful. Hips go all the way up, all the way back. Universal joints, which really look good, along with a swivel. No, wait, that's the forward and backwards. Never mind. It looks good. It looks. He's got. I guess he's got blue pants on, and I hate when people say, like, I don't know if I hate it, but a common toy reviewer trope is to say, oh, he's got blah 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 on his legs. Like, he's got multicolored legs, so I don't understand if he's wearing shorts or what he's wearing. But oh, he's also got hard points right there for some reason. Ankle forward, you can tilt sideways. That joint kind of looks like a hand to me for some reason. But apparently, even on TF Wiki, it's notorious that this guy has a hard trouble. Oh, he stood up, but apparently it's like an indicator he has a hard time standing up. But his feet. I didn't mention, but I love the giant Autobot symbol right in his chest. Like, you know where his allegiance lies. So this guy's oh, I forgot. He has a waist swivel about that far. That much range, because it bumps into, this piece bumps into the waist like that. I guess you can try and get out of the way and get a little bit more range, but that's really an unfortunate hindrance. Like, this guy's fun to pose, but he's also limited in kind of annoying ways, like with the shoulder forward and backwards. Well, it's not really a limitation, because who really needs more than that range? It's like, I want to feel free to, like, not do that. But, like, being blocked right there, it's like, part of the fun of toy is just spinning his shoulder right round like a wrecker baby. And that's kind of unfortunately limiting. So, meanwhile, transition to robot, not to robot, he's already in robot. Flawless transition to vehicle mode. Not found anywhere. Oh god, we have to do 2 alt modes because he's. And it goes from, the instructions go from robot to car and then car to helicopter, so let's do that. So we have to start by folding up this chest panel and I guess deconstructing everything. Yeah, pretty much just deconstruct everything. Take these little pieces, fold them up, fold them out, and out. They're going to form a side of the car, fold them down. Hi! There we go. And they're very, like, the swivel looks at a very even, what am I saying? Very awkward right here. Just gonna give. And you're gonna want to fold this all the way up and around his head until it. And take these side pieces and then tab this in. I believe, yes. That's not a good click. So it's like that. Oh, and you could swivel. Oh, it says swivel the head around because otherwise, bleh, hi. Let's do that and swivel the head around. At least make it try and look like he's hiding. This is his Cybertronian mode. I don't even know if he actually came to Earth ever, Springer, so, like, he's not trying to hide. At least this guy, his modes are more Earth-based. What am I looking... Oh, I've already done most of the step. Alright. Already done. Start by folding these out. And take this little tiny piece that's in them. Where is it? Here. It's right there. I think I'm just transforming some stuff. Oh, never mind. Fold it back in. I think I was going to helicopter mode. Excuse me? Oh, right. This part has always confused me in the instructions. Because, yeah, I mentioned he has a knee joint. No, I didn't. I went thigh. I went hip. He has, let's do this. He has a very tight thigh swivel. I think I stopped at hip. Very tight thigh swivel and a tight knee joint that goes beyond 90 degrees. I mentioned the ankles. I'm not sure if I mentioned the knees and hips. Head, shoulders, knees, and waist swivel. But it's a pseudo detent, but it goes that far. But it's a lot easier to just go whoop with the transformation joint. Speaking of, we have to use the transformation joint now to make his hip look like that. Do the same thing on the other side, and I believe now we can peg them in. And take this back piece and plug it into his feet, which is kind of a little bit awkward. Or am I? Yes. Am I? Am I? Am I? I don't... never mind. Ignore what I said. Snap them. While keeping this up, you're gonna... I believe bring... What am I doing? Extend this, sort of, and then bring these bring the shoulders up so they do like tab in right there into a port, into a slot, but the angle is so weird it just doesn't. Ah! Oh, I don't like that sound. Tells me because there's translucent plastic involved in this, and I really don't like that. It makes me nervous, and it's not doing the thing where it's supposed to. Because this one did it. What is going on? There we go. It just took longer than it needed to. Oh, and I didn't even mention, but this little piece actually pegs into his hands. So a little bit of extra tight. Get that out of the way. I am. Am I having fun? Is this fun? Is this good content? I don't know. There. And there. I believe. Yes. Yes. And yes. All we have to do is peg in. How far back does it go? Oh, no. It goes farther back in. Actually, it goes. This is kind of tricky. But you kind of have to, like, get it in the holes in the bottom of his feet, I think. Or maybe not. Come on. How did I do this before? I'm a little bit confused. How far back are these shoulders supposed to? Oh no, they're supposed to go way beyond, actually. In car mode. They're not supposed to go here, they're supposed to go. Oh! I'm stupid. I have this too far in. I see. Because there's a stem right in there that's supposed to go all the way. And then that tabs in somewhere. Then these pieces go. See, this is my problem with triple changers. If I haven't memorized it, like it's a transformation. Triple changers, going to one mode is fine. I mean, I can easily remember, like, a transformation where you go into one mode. But having dedicated pieces that go into different modes, and then these tab into slots on his feet, I think. What the hell? Okay, so Cabin. Oh my god! Oh, they fill in some detail on the top. Okay. And then I can't do it. I'm wasting so much time. Yay, triple changers. I prefer Astro Train because he's like so stupidly simple. There's like, oh, I don't know. I'm having so many issues. Let's just say that's his car mode. And that actually does kind of peg in, so, okay. There's his... there's his big-ass car mode, and... what are we going to do? Well, we're going to take this. We're going to peg his two guns together. And then tab the swords in to the sides of his guns in this weird teal plastic, which does have tons of it has tons of that, but it also has detail on it. They do look like swords, which is good. And then it pegs basically into the top, and then it spins. Not really. Yeah, it's not spinning. It's a gun. It's the DEW Mega Missile Launcher, apparently. That's what it's called. It. Let's remove this and actually discuss the car. It's more of a future, like Cybertronian car. Well, okay. It's not fair comparing it to Chrome Dome, the way I'm trying to in my head. Because Chrome Dome was a futuristic take on an Earth vehicle. And this is a Cybertronian vehicle, so like that's not a fair comparison. But this is like I'm still having issues with this goddamn I'm looking at the instructions and they don't help at all. It just says put it there. So there are, I guess, dedicated channels in the legs where it actually tabs in, but okay. Fine, I thought it connected to the feet. My bad. But yeah, this is a Cybertronian vehicle mode, so it doesn't have to look like anything we can see on Earth. And to that point, why has he got a cockpit? Is anyone driving? There are no Earthlings on Cybertron. No humans. I don't think any humans go to Cybertron. Not counting the Transformers Cybertron of the early 2000s. In Generation 1, I don't think anyone goes there, but this is Springer's alt mode. He's got a nice blue cockpit. It's for the helicopter mode, really. But they had to incorporate into the car mode as well. And again, we've got... He's posted up to infinity and beyond. There's no... there's the... You can still use the vehicle mode, but storage points, but if you're going to do that, best is to do something that looks like what I'm doing right here. Something like that. And then you can just stick this up there, even though it looks ridiculously awkward. You can do that. You can do the mega gun. I'm trying to look if he has any other. He's got places on his shin, on his forearms, on his cat, on his right there. I know that's technical jargon. It's like, put it in his right there. It's a car. It's got 4 wheels. The back. Hey! Here, I'm just gonna take you off and plug you in for helicopter mode. Springer's always one of those weird guys who ends up like always using his swords as rotor blades. But yeah. You put gun there, 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 there. I don't know why you want it, because that's probably the worst place to put it, because he's shooting himself basically. You've got hard points. Where's my effect part? Right there, the generic one. Right there, like he's boosting forward. You could have 2 and have 1 on each side, like nitrous, I guess. He's been shot right there. All the other points are on robot mode. So, but we've got one more mode to go. This one should be easier. Take this up. Fold these out. Fold this up. Fold this. You're going to want to take this arm panel and fold it out. If I recall, it has to be up like this. Same thing on the other side. Pop this out of his hand. Fold his arm down. Fold out his covering panel. And here. Oh, and fold it down. Yes. Can you? Is it? No, it's not. It wasn't slid out. What? There. Same thing. Fold the. Yep. Take his feet. Split them. Here's what I was doing. Split. He tabs in very securely. This, like that. Take the arms, and you're going to, and you're actually going to unpeg his crotch. And is it this side up? Or do you want me to, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do, instructions? I is confused. No? Yes. Take the thigh. Rotate. That's tight. Fold him up, I guess. Yes. Fold him up. And peg. How do you peg the feet in? I guess you somewhat do. Oh, you rotate them in. I see. And hinge this forward. Yeah. I am somewhat confused by this helicopter mode, so it's like, oh, these go all. I missed a step where, like, it forms a big propeller, like a long propeller butt. And is this thigh properly? It doesn't look like it is. There. There we go. Make sure it's like that. I'm sorry. Then tab these into, where do they go? Oh, make them back into one cohesive. What? 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 Yeah, never mind. Like that. I'm looking and I'm. Oh. And then you basically just. This is the long version where they actually tab in. Oh, wait, do they? Yeah. And I believe where does this tab in this time? That's for car mode. That's for helicopter mode. But the arms basically go the same place. I need a lot more practice with this transformation, I feel. Like it's solid transformation. Did I get everything? This time I believe it pegs into the feet. It kind of looks like it should peg into the feet. but like it's not. I remember something about about somebody having problems with their Springer, but I don't remember what it was. I think it was Vault Matrix. But yeah, it's in the same position. This backpack is like the issue in all the modes. Like it's the loose thing in robot mode. It like doesn't want to tab in this vehicle mode. Am I doing something wrong? I feel like I've done something wrong. I don't. I've had him in helicopter mode. I know, at least. Is it not supposed? Is it supposed to stay like? Oh yeah, that's the problem. Here I am, genius, thinking it's supposed to be extended up. Like, that's kind of a problem because that. Wow, I'm not as good as I thought I was at this. And then these arms actually do tab in, I believe, to the sides of the helicopter. Yeah. Tab in. Oh. Like that. Oh, and I. Ugh, this is not. Like, the end product is solid, but getting there is. Ooh. And that's a helicopter. And then obviously take the propeller and go, whee! I mean, the front really doesn't look like it's changed much. Like these have gone from up here to back here. That's really the only thing that's changed other than these. But the bum end is the thing that's changed the most. Really, it's gotten longer and like this is a very chunky helicopter with. It actually could probably still function as a car. He doesn't even need the car mode. This is both a car and a helicopter. And of course you can plug in the guns. I believe the instructions have them down here. But I don't know. I feel like Springer's like over designed and under designed at the same time. Like under designed where like things barely move, but then they also move in a small amount, but a very precise amount, like a very specific amount. But also, whee! That actually has a lot of spin to it. And then for hard points for mounting, you actually have one on each gun, which I didn't mention before. So he's a pow pow, a pow pow pow. And there's nothing on the swords, but there's also ones back here, which cancel each other out, and back here, which is not how a helicopter gains thrust. That is how a helicopter gains thrust, or at least propulsion. Not to mention he has the freaking big fat rocket boosters right here, along with even more. I didn't mention battle damage on the dark green section of his backpack. I forgot to do something. So, ooh. Do I recommend this Springer? I recommend a Springer, depending on which one you want to get. Can I even... Let me give this a go. Nope, don't fold the shins. That's for car mode. I was a bit nervous about that. Could I actually do this? On camera very quickly, so I wasn't going to, but now I am. That it gets to the like, final thoughts, basically. God, it's been, I haven't messed with this Springer in a long time, since I did that review. Oh, Springer. Yeah, Springer. You are so often like a pain in the ass to transform. And then, do these tab in anywhere? I feel like they should tab in. But that's kind of... Oh. It's like you're... yeah. So, take a look at which aesthetic works for you better, basically. I think they're both... Actually, I think this one works better as a helicopter, and this one works better as a car. Because this is they're both helicopters that blatantly want to be cars. But I think this one pulls off the helicopter aesthetic slightly better. It looks like less things are revealed, and he's quite a bit tighter. He's actually like locked in a bit more. But most likely I'm going to keep him in robot mode. And again, it all depends on your aesthetic. Like this one is still like really good and solid, but he's for like a very specific look. If you love the Last Stand of the Wreckers comic and like that Springer design, that is probably the Springer to go with. If you're more G1 fan, then I would say go with this one. This one's probably maybe more readily available, I've only seen one. This was the one I saw, and I instantly felt the need to pick him up because I didn't think I'd see another one. But you could still probably find this guy or his remold / repaint Sandstorm. Yeah, like not in stores, but at probably your nerd conventions or online. But this guy, since he's brand new, people are probably selling him for more. But I don't know. I kind of like him. He has a very blocky, chunky aesthetic, which is kind of cool. Next to this guy's sort of skinny, slender appearance, like ay. And I don't know. I'm gonna spend some more time with this one, see how I feel. But yeah. Thank you for watching, and God, that took a long time. I'm sorry about that. But I promise next video will be shorter. But it might have a similar Wrecker theme. But thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. I prefer this guy's weaponry because it's not gimmicked. Like, its gimmick is that it combines and is awesome. Now, this thing is, I mean, okay if you can get it properly, but it's kind of, I don't know. I like the simple looking guns and the actually good looking swords that are actually two swords instead of like this one thing. I'm always going to be a fan of two swords over one. If only he could Darth Maul. Oh, if only they implemented the Darth Maul style a bit better with the helicopter piece. Like, he could actually wield it like Darth Maul. That would be awesome. But, yeah. Until next time, thanks for watching. Keep it weird. Bye.